positivity, motivation. A viewer hit me up and they asked me, Big Herc, how do I find a good mentor? First off, a mentorship should start with your household. Hopefully you have two parents, a mom and a dad. If you don't have a dad, or you have a dad that you see part-time, hopefully he's involved enough in your life to give you values outside of just, paying child support, taking you shopping. He gives you life lessons. Your mom, as a young man, can give you certain life lessons, but there's certain things that have to come from a man, because a woman just can't validate those things like a man can. And a lot of the things my mom gave me, I took and I held on to those things, but in the thick of things, I felt like as a man, there were certain choices I had to figure out for myself, because I hadn't figured out those particular decisions from a man's perspective, because a man didn't tell me those things that I needed to know in those situations. So unfortunately, I had to go and find my mentor in a place where you don't think that mentorship is available, and that's jail, man. That's prison. The mentor is there. Far and few between. You got guys there with some knowledge, guys, but they've been down so long, they've basically been educated through the system, and they try to share words of wisdom. I was fortunate enough to get a couple guys in there who laced me up, who had been through some stuff, ex-Vietnam vet, another guy who was quite successful as far as on the streets in a criminal sense, but also very well-rounded, having read a lot of books and done a lot of time. But to be honest, if you can find a mentor in the free world, and you don't have to go through prison, you don't have to experience all the darkness, all the negative, all the being taken away from your family, and just the isolation elements, then it's best that you try to find that person on the street. And where you find him at, if he's not in your household, there's videos out there. I mean, you're watching this, you can, you've seen me share, information or words of wisdom. For myself, there's times I listen to different people and try to get game on how they became successful. I still seek out a mentor from time to time, and I don't have a personal mentor, somebody that I go to on a personal level. Most of the stuff I mentor through is, just through, I'll be honest with you, videos, because I don't have that OG uncle or grandfather, somebody telling me the game and how to navigate through this world. And even, I haven't been on this earth as long as I've been on it. I still need guidance at times. I know we all do, and you're always a student of the game. So as a student, you're always looking to find somebody who can pick you up and give you a little word of advice. And that's why being humble is so important, because as soon as you think you know everything, you're screwed. You're done. When you start trying to answer your own questions and think that your way is the only way, there's you could read a book. There's so much you can get from a teacher in school, but life is your greatest teacher. And somebody who's lived that life, who can share their experience with you, is the best way for you to be given the game as far as mentoring. And you want to try to get mentoring from somebody you want to emulate. If you're looking to try to be somebody who's a successful businessman or family man, you want to look to people who have been married for some time, who aren't just out poking everything, and somebody who's been consistent with their business values. They're not screwing people over, running scams or fraud games and stuff like that. You want to find people who have core values, people who you respect, and at the end of the day, you know they're not con artists. They're not just, people trying to get over to try to make a quick buck. And these people are people that long term, they're going to give you something that you could pass on. But if you're looking at the big homie over there, or the guy over here who's, trying to talk you into some criminal activity, or, a quick lick, or, advising you on something, and they've never done it, and, they're putting you in jeopardy and compromising your well-being, you got to think twice. You got to think twice. Is this somebody that I should be taking advice from, man? That's why I don't ever glorify prison, and I always try to give you guys some real talk. And I always try to put myself around people who have way more success than me, more money than me, and listen to what these people have to say. And sometimes just be quiet, keep my mouth shut. I don't have to try to interject my accolades, because it's not the time. But you gotta really believe in what you want to be, and not let nobody cause you to second guess who you are or what you're trying to achieve. And then you have to, by all means, sometimes just cut off those who aren't really in support of that which you wish to become. Because you will have a lot of people that once you start seeking a certain level of excellence, they're going to start judging you. They're going to try to say that you think you're better than them. You're a sellout. You're trying to be this. You're trying to be that. Those people aren't your friends, and they never were your friends. And they'll smile in your face, but they're demons behind closed doors. So watch out who you think is actually trying to mentor you on some real game, and watch out who you actually share your ideas of being mentored with, and who you are being mentored by, because you don't want to bring the wrong person, even by the person you're getting mentored by, to poison your well. You don't want somebody to poison the jewels that you've been blessed with, and then that person's like, man, you're hanging out with this person, I'm cool, I don't want to associate with you no more. You got to watch every angle. A lot of snakes out there, man. A lot of snakes, a lot of busters, a lot of people who think they're your friends, and they don't want to see you rise any further than what they've gone, because as long as you're below them, they can feel like they have a superiority over you. They're one-upping you. So just listen, man. Pay attention. There's people out there, good mentors. There's people out there who are solid. Don't think that just because a person has a bunch of material stuff, they're about anything as far as core values, because there are a lot of people who have a lot of materialism, and if they're basing their whole persona on material items, then those people are empty inside, because true value comes from who you are at the heart, where you speak at from the heart, what you believe in from the heart, how you treat other people from the heart. That's where your true value is. It doesn't come from having a Richard Mille, a Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce. Those things are just trinkets, man. Those are just things to entertain yourself with while you're here on the earth. What really has true value is you as a person, and how you pay it forward to help others, so that you can elevate them to be the best human beings they can be. That's what a true mentor is about, is elevating your human experience so that you can pass it on to the next person. To pick up a limited edition GTA poster signed by me for $10, or with your purchase of a Wig Splitter Porsche t-shirt, I'll throw in a free poster. Coming. I gotta hurry up and wash my ass. Go to BigHerc916.com, pick you up a bar of soap, and wash your ass, or else you're gonna be under arrest too. Oh shit. With Fresh Out Ministries, we're doing a new program where we're doing a takeover of a mom pop cafe or restaurant, and we're doing a pay it forward. So we're going to offer free meals at this particular restaurant or cafe, mom pop, for a certain amount of time, and we are asking that you make a donation to pay it forward, so that we can continue doing this program for other mom pop restaurants and cafes, because we know that it's hard times out here. You have a lot of people that talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And so we're actually walking the walk. We've been doing it for over 11 years on social media. We've been getting shadow banned. We've been getting demonetized. So we want to give back, and this is our way of giving back to helping everybody through these trying times with this economy. You know, a lot of churches, they got $100 billion, and you don't see them out here helping the people who are in times of need, but they're still taking in the form of donations. But how's it helping the community? We want to build a community sense where we help each other, we can all overcome. You can't sit around waiting for somebody to save you. You got to save yourself. And this is the way you do it. So by us being able to do these takeovers with Fresh Out Ministries, with the mom pop restaurants and cafes, we want to be able to film, talk to you guys, get your feedback on what's going on right now in society. Hopefully you guys find it in your heart to donate. This donation, which is a pay it forward, will allow us to do other mom pops around the country eventually. But right now we're going to be in Southern California and Los Angeles, Orange County. So hey, reach out to your local businesses there. And if you are out of town in another area and you would like us to come there, if you provide the necessary means, we will come there also and do the same pay it forward. But right now, hey, if you're in locally in Los Angeles, Orange County, hit us up, freshoutseries@gmail.com. You can also make a donation on our link tree on our Instagram at Fresh Out Series.